men can see these tactics, whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. All war is based on deception. All warfare is based on deception. If your enemy is superior, evade him. If angry, irritate him. If equally matched, fight, and if not, split and reevaluate. All warfare is based on deception. There is no place where espionage is not used. Offer the enemy bait to lure him. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. And regulation entails organizational effectiveness, a chain of command, and a structure for logistical support. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. Be subtle, and use your spies for every kind of business. Be where your enemy is not. Carefully compare the opposing army with your own, so that you may know where strength is superabundant and where it is deficient. Concentrate your energy and hoard your strength. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This will diminish his enthusiasm. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. Don't flail against the world. Use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war, which can be abandoned, but is hard to reoccupy, is called entangling. He who knows his enemy and himself well will not be defeated easily. He who relies solely on warlike measures shall be exterminated. He who relies solely on peaceful measures shall perish. He whose ranks are united in purpose will be victorious. He will win, who knows when to fight and when not to fight. He will win who prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. I will be able to forecast which side will be victorious and which defeated. If a battle cannot be won, do not fight it. And if fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. If I'm able to determine the enemy's dispositions, while at the same time I conceal my own, then I can concentrate and he must divide. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. And if you know both yourself and your enemy, you can win 100 battles without a single loss. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If your enemy is superior, evade him. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. In war, numbers alone confer no advantage. Do not advance relying on sheer military power. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. It is more important to think your enemy than to outfight him. It is the business of a general to be serene and inscrutable, impartial and self-controlled. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. Kill one, terrify 1,000. Know the enemy, know yourself. Your victory will never be endangered. Know the ground, know the weather. Your victory will then be total. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Maneuvering with an army is advantageous. With an undisciplined multitude, most dangerous. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. Ponder, deliberate before you make your move. He will conquer who has learned the artifice of deviation. Such is the art of maneuvering. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Pretend to be weak, so your enemy may grow arrogant. Prohibit the taking of omens, and do away with superstitious doubts. Then, until death itself comes, no calamity need be feared. Quickness is the essence of the war. Subtle and insubstantial, the expert leaves no trace. Divinely mysterious, he is inaudible. Thus he is master of his enemy's fate. The art of war is self-explanatory. The best general is the one who never fights. The consummate leader cultivates the moral law and strictly adheres to method and discipline. Thus it is in his power to control success. The general who wins the battle makes many calculations in his temple before the battle is fought. The general who loses makes but few calculations beforehand. The height of strategy is to attack your opponent's strategy. Natural formation of the country is the soldier's best ally. The peak efficiency of knowledge and strategy is to make conflict unnecessary. The rising of birds in their flight is the sign of an ambuscade. Startled beasts indicate that a sudden attack is coming. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. There is no place where espionage is not possible. Those skilled in attack move as from above the ninefold heavens. Thus they are capable both of protecting themselves and of gaining complete victory. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. Thus, though I have heard of successful military operations that were clumsy but swift, cleverness has never been seen associated with long delays. Weak leadership can wreck the soundest strategy. What is of the greatest importance in war is extraordinary speed. One cannot afford to neglect opportunity. Wheels of justice grind slow, but grind fine. When the thunderclap comes, there is no time to cover the ears. Your opponent gives you an opening. Be swift as a hare.